There's a light that shines on Persephone, always a fire in her eyes. But the last time that I went to her, I could tell things weren't right. Ooh, I'm colouring up a bit there. You see that? Yeah, well, light sort of gives things away, if you like. See, if the moon were a sphere, it would have a hot spot, meaning the sun's light that supposedly falls on it, like we had a full moon last night. There would be quite a visible hotspot on it, meaning the light would be brightest as the concentration of the sun's rays hit perpendicular. Now, we don't see that. In fact, the moon's light is even all the way across it, to the edge, to the center, no hotspot. There are different colors, different shades in the moonlight as we see it, but it's certainly not. It cannot be a sphere. It must either be concave or flat. There you go. Now, yes, okay, I don't know that for sure, but I know how light behaves, and it ain't behaving as if it was shining on a sphere. Also, the sun's light is a different colour to the light that is reflected off the moon. Well, that wouldn't happen in reality. And also, the moon's light is cooler. Now, that's a massive giveaway. If the sun were reflecting its light off the moon, and of course it reaches us because it was very light last night, being a big full moon, when it wasn't covered in clouds anyway, we would feel that heat. We would feel that heat. If we can feel it from 93 million miles away, yeah, you work it out. So so there you go. Now then, okay, I'll tell you why I'm full of this today. One, it was a full moon last night, and I went out and took some photographs a couple of times, and I'll make a little compilation. If they're any good, I haven't looked at them yet. I'll have to plug my camera in and see what results. And then yes, and the other thing is, I think Globebusters put it up. I don't know whether they mirrored it or whatever, but it was an artist, and I can't remember his name, I'm very sorry, but he explained how real artists, I mean proper artists, you may have studied art, but it's not necessarily gone in here, but real artists know that the earth is flat. They understand perspective, they understand light. And this Globebusters post, I think it's titled something like "The Moon Not a Sphere," and this artist will explain how he knows that, and it's really well worth a watch. It is very good. Now, today when I woke up, it was a nice bright morning, the sunshine, and now it is clouded over and we've got flakes of snow, of course, but it is the 1st of February today. So well, anything can happen this time of year as regards the weather. I've been out and well, I've done quite a bit of digging this morning already. It's 10 to 1 in the afternoon, and I'll be going out and doing some more when I've had a cup of tea. That's what I've come in for. So I have been thinking about a few things. People are very unwilling to take the information that I'm constantly spouting. I don't mean from this. Maybe they are from this as well, but I mean when I meet people, friends are probably the worst, because they know me, they know what I've been through as regards me head injuries, and why should they take information from someone who appears to have had his top of his head chopped off, removed, a food mixer put in, turned on, and then taken out and the head put back on again? Well, that's kinda, apart from the food mixer bit, what happened, although it's probably a bit worse than that. But so, okay, fair dues. Why should you? Although the only real effect of that is my emotions and the physical effect of the pain and whatever. But as far as I can tell, and how could I tell, I suppose, really, but as far as I can tell, I don't think I've lost any of my ability to understand and grasp reality. I don't think so. But as with anything, the information is always better if you get off your ass and go and have a look for yourself. Now, okay, I've said bodies of water are the best. Still, bodies of water are always flat and level. Go and find out that for yourself. Have a look at the curve, the Earth curve, supposed Earth curve formula. Then you'll know what you're looking for, and you won't find it. But have a look for it. Now, some people's response is, "Oh, I haven't got time to. Oh no, I haven't got time to look at that." And okay, so you're too busy trying to pay for your mortgage or your loan from the bank or whatever it is. Feed your family. Fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that. I've been through it. Well, most of it. I understand. But what I can't understand is the lack of interest in where you're really living, where we're all really living. It's like, I haven't got time for a shit. Well, you better find time for a shit, because if you don't, you will be full of it. You will be full of shit, and that's what the Globalians are. I'm afraid they are all full of shit. If they just keep replying with the rhetoric that they've learned from primary school and beyond, and from all the media, and from, no wonder they're bombarded with it. I understand. Again, I completely understand. And I will never go to any of my friends and say, "I told you so." No, I will welcome them all with open arms when the penny drops. Come round here and I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll give you a cup of tea and a spliff. What? Now, it is very difficult to broach the subject even, but with strangers it is much easier. Even if a mild acquaintance or somebody you've never met before, you can just simply think something like, they've never actually found the curve, they've never actually measured it or photographed it. The formula is this, but they've never actually proved it. Yet, every time they do experiments over bodies of water, it always comes out as though it's completely level. Strange that. The moon landings, of course, is a good place to start, because more people are actually aware of the fake moon landings, it being fake, than many other so-called conspiracies. So that's a good place to start, because then you can talk about the fake station. That's another really good. I mean, there's so much wrong with that it's quite amazing that people still think that that's happening. But the moon landings, the fact that nobody's been to the moon since then, getting on for 50 years now since the first went on the moon. Again, I've said that wrong, of course, since they first pretended to go on the moon, or released the film of people pretending to be on the moon. That's more like it, I think. Yes, sweetie. So, I know what I'm trying to say really is, because of its the words flat Earth, it is a trigger phrase. It really gets nothing but insults if you say that to people. It's almost like, I don't know, saying I've got leprosy. You start going on about the Earth, the flat Earth, it's flat. That's not the way to approach people. You have to be a bit more subtle and just plant that seed of doubt about the spinning ball, which is the most preposterous nonsense ever. And we all fell for it, well, most of us. Me included, of course. Yeah, of course. Too much propaganda, and it's still going on. And in fact, they are ramping it up. They mention the globe endlessly now on all forms of media. Global warming, oh my God. Yes, and you can some people can tell. So if you are a professional person, you make a living off a certain thing, you can tell if somebody's laying a brick. I could tell if somebody's a good brickie or not, whatever. Just by 30 seconds of watching them, I could tell whether they're any good. And of course, it'll work afterwards. But it's their method, the way they move themselves, their technique. It's a giveaway. And as it is with actors, and I do have a friend. She doesn't get many. Well, she was. Well, no, she is an actor, but since the menopause, I suppose, her. I can't say that. No, I was going to say her parts have dried up, but that's very. That's not very nice, is it? But she will tell me that those people are acting, and it's not that easy for me, or I suppose most people, to be able to tell that, but she can, and she can tell that people on the space station are acting. There you go. actors, just like Brian Cox. Actor. Arsehole. Lying shit.